Fala galera, estamos começando mais um episódio da série Português F.42, Deadfire. Vamos continuar aqui, né? A gente veio para Okoiki, né? A pedido da rainha de Neketaka.
Keep out of my way, outsider.
My sister returns grinning. I'm sorry, I
Kira,
can't.
what now?
I will hear you, outsider. Tell Onakaza that the Wahaki accept her authority. If the time comes when she needs to show foreigners the breadth...
Aye.
Lava beyond seek.
Lava beyond seek.
Aye. See mas me too, man. Captain, watch me work. Oh, mother.
Hey, that wasn't half bad.
I'm here.
Yeah. Be ready to be shown in the light,
I'm here.
lass.
Take this! That hit true.
Be ready to be showing them the light,
What can I do?
lass.
What can I do? At once. Of course. Someone's up ahead. Yes?
My scouts tell me that you sail from Oriokoiki. Do the Wahaki pay the crown obeisance in whatever eccentric form suits them? You have united the Huana with our missing limb. Prayer and the wisdom of Kohopa will help steer my next course. I will send for you in time. Speak freely, Herald of Bareth. Fine beasts, are they not? Gifts from the Wapu. I named them Kohopa and Tangaloa, which makes the priests very unhappy. Aruihi thinks I should feed my enemies to them alive and screaming. Ikira, I have given it thought. Neketaka is older than our memory. We found the great city in ruins, and the Kahanga have spent generations replacing the Huana, of course. The mark of our ancestors. Walls and districts are not how we would build a city today. And our future, I say, if we can but reach to grasp it. The Valians were very forthright. When cannon shot echoed across the seas, the Crown opened negotiations with Rawatai's armada. My brother thinks I am too lenient with our visitors. First, this city is not how the tribes would live. There are angles of this city I cannot see from my garden. What place has Neketaka in the great pattern of the Deadfire? My ancestors were inclined. Akira, My thanks for your perspective. I say you give me much to consider. We are the stewards of the Deadfire. Our ancestors made this pact with the goddess Nagati long before Ukaizo, before the island vanished. How long does coral grow? It is said the tribes assembled when Kohopa took his first mouthful of Amira's hatchling. And we will be here until the sea rises above our heads, the one which taught us to shape water. It is said that Nagati bound her 4 guardians to protect the islands, the Adra, the seas, and the tribes. For so long as our promise is kept, the goddess gives us dominion over water. Speak on. A friend of the crown should be well informed, I say. Because we are the shrub in the shadow of an old growth. Even the gods may protest, but this city blooms from the wealth. Aruihi would have me force them back to their ships.
The belly of the great Akira, and the seas grow quiet while Tangaloa grows fat on outsider meat. The great eel swims toward Rafik, the Redbeard, but the Principe captain outpaces even the gods. Rafik sinks Wana's ships for joy and plunder. Tangaloa relishes any good meal, but I say justice makes for a savory dish. You served up a mighty feast, and the great eel's belly swells, for a time, until it hungers again.
You must gather your... before venturing.
Please! I did nothing!
Enough! Or do you wish to consign her to the old city as well?
Let him go!
Bia! I'm sorry!
Your tongue flops like a dying fish. I tire of its stink. Lower him down!
May Tangaloa devour your souls, you cold-blooded eels.
Be careful. The gullet is no place for outsiders. It is rare to see one so honored in the gullet. To the old city, Ikira, a god's cursed ruin filled with walking corpses and abominations of the deep. And the remains of lawbreakers and troublemakers. The gullet is no place to wander. Watch yourself for rowdies and pirates. Totaro, he associated with foreign criminals. I cannot be certain about Biha, so I let her go. But these wicked sorts overrun the gullet and corrupt the Raparu. Our justice must be swift and firm. Hers is the first house you come to. Just there. You will probably find her there. It is a dangerous place. But if you wish to go, it is no business of mine. The guard will let you pass. Though I will keep the lift down there for you. It is a foul den of criminals and piracy. Now, I know a noble soul like you, a good friend to Aswana, has no business there. But the entrance lies among the tunnels and alleys known as the Narrows. You will find them on the west end of the gullet, near the exit. There is an abandoned merchant stall in the Narrows. Behind it is the passage to Delver's Row. The palace has forbidden us from making a move just yet. So if you were to stir things up, I doubt I could do anything about it.
Was taking Bataro not enough for you? Bataro is gone. Dead. What more do you want? Forgive me. I thought you were one of the foreigners who sent him away. Outsiders here always go to the tavern. My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away? Bataro is punished already, I say. Whatever offense he gave, do not hang it on our necks. We say the only thing that live in these depths are ghost eels. And fish eaten by ghost eels. Which are you? The traders say they bring riches in their big ships. But what reaches the gullet? Only crime and sickness, I say. The Rowatayans promise marvels, strong walls, and plenty for all. Akira, still my back aches from building their fort, and still I live here. And Bataro said we would finally leave. I heard a Rowatayan captain took up at the tavern. Suduzo, they call her. They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers. Bataro went and found her in the tavern. Next I see him, the guards are dragging him to the cage. Many ships leave from Queen's Birth, but the Valiants take slaves. They say the Principe smuggle goods in the caverns below, but I cannot trust such people. But the Rowatayans have mighty cannons, and a big homeland they abandoned for ours. Perhaps there is more room for us there. Everyone knows the Rowatayans are made of brass. They listen only to their commanders. But still... Bataro took some coin. Everything he scraped together working on the docks. I would offer it to you, but it is probably in the old city with Bataro. Or in someone else's pocket. Seduzo. They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers. But she threw Bataro out. Always Bataro was careful with his words, just like you. But a Raparu in Nekataka gives offense just by breathing the air of his betters. I could never ask someone to go down to the old city, but since you offer... It is a big and dangerous place. But perhaps he hid himself. Please, help him if you can. Or bring me news if you cannot. We are 6, 3 children, 2 babes, and me. Akira. It was so in the village, where Bataro and me, but here, we are all strangers. No one looks in on the sick or cares for the children. I tell you, I do not know where it is, and I am sure it would be little to someone like you. After what happened, Bataro would sooner have thrown it into the waters than given it to... If it is anywhere, it is surely with his body. We are 6, 3... Such a strange question. At least that is the way in the village where Bataro and... But here, we are all strangers. No one looks...
Indeed. Let's not stand too close to that.
About the boss.
With my own ears. Dario said there's treasures in that pit.
Shh! Have you lost your wits?
Hey, fresh face. Welcome to the hole. Just got 2 rules, yeah? Keep your hands to yourself. And need something? The hole's been here so long as there's been a gullet. What's the neighborhood without a place to get pissed drunk and lose your pants? Well, I was born here. Right here, fresh face. Right on this counter. And I'll die here too, God's course. What you need? Sure. Berta's cooked up the best grub the gullet has to offer. It's not actual. Let me know if you see... Need something? Whoa now, fresh face. I know a Mataru trap when I see one, and I'm not looking to be snared. Keep that what's it to yourself. Only a fool rests easy in the gullet. You'll want to take that medallion over to Delver's Row, the black market. It's all tucked away in that creepy maze on the west end of the gullet. the Narrows. Take a right the first chance you get. Then, keep going forward until you see a merchant stall. Look close. There's a secret hallway behind a curtain there. That's your entrance. I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but all the same, you'd best watch yourself in Delver's Row. The crooks there will... if Dario doesn't gut you first. You stick around the gullet long enough, you might find out.
What would you call the color on that meat? Ash?
Yes?
Shh. Right, done and done. One of my eyes be open. One of my eyes be open.
Why do you bother me, little Kith? No? The gullet reeks of illness. The beds are too small. An imp tried to nest in my hair. And Firna, the tavern keeper, refuses to give me more than 1 day off a month. How am... Maybe I'll become a pirate. Get myself a bird and an eye patch. How do you mean? I don't work for free. This will do. For now.
I'm here. I'm here.
I'd be glad to.
I'm here.
Not a sound.
I'm here.
Farami!
I am here, Seduzo Nui.
Do we expect any foreign merchants today?
We do not, Seduzo Nui.
Then state your business quickly. I want to avoid another surprise. Nearly done, I hope. I sold a consignment of iron and cultural coral, and will return to Rauatai with vorals, merkberries, and Andra stars. Are you writing that down?
Nay, lass. We're merely moved to a momentary bout of verse by the beauty on display before me. They're, very bawdy rhymes, Cap. Not meant for prim and...
Anyway, that's what brought me here. The Royal Deadfire Company would frown on business in this district. What is your business with me? The one who threatened me. I shall not soon forget him.
These Huaner are too many pretty words from the Valians. You cannot trust what they say. This fellow wanted passage on my ship, as if I were the village ferryman. I told him there was none to be had. Certainly not at his price. He told me he had coin. Lots of it. I did not believe him. How could a man who lives in a garbage...
So you assumed the worst and threw him...
No, you presumptuous Adiran. I assumed nothing until I saw the swollenette. A marked coin. A token of allegiance. The Principe carry them. I knew then that I was dealing with a pirate. I had heard they were influential in the Gullet, but I did not realize how much so. I called for the guards, and they dragged him away. That is the last I saw of him. There's nothing I can do. The passenger quarters have been reserved by a dwarf named Orin. Why do you bring this to me? He and his people are gold-packed knights. Orin is... particular. Perhaps that is good. He just finished a contract to guard the Valian Luminous Mill. I hear Animancers are also particular. He's upstairs. Just do not interrupt him if he's arranging things.
Happily.
He does this every time.
Don't see why you'd spend all that time arranging your food if you aren't making it look like a fun... I didn't see what Seduza was fussing about. Nothing wrong with being tidy.
Cheers. What do you require? We had a contract with the Valian Trading Company to defend one of their most valuable. If you're looking for work, I hardly recommend them. They pay well, and they pay on time.
Consistency in the shipping lanes. Good for types mercantile, but better for types piratical.
Did you say something?
Just admiring your spread, my lad. Nothing better after a meal than a ripe pair of melons.
Indeed. The good captain has 4 adequate berths, all equally sized, all facing the same direction. A most agreeable arrangement. Out of the question. We're due in Takoa for another contract, and the client has already paid the advance. And we have already paid Seduzo. I couldn't possibly take back the same coins I have already spent. A gold-packed knight is bound by his contract, and ours binds us to make all possible haste to Takoa. Booking passage on another ship on such short notice would be most expensive.
All ships leaving for Rauatai are laden with luminous Adra and other rare goods. Mercenaries, even of our skill, do not rate so highly. So it does. Consider our business concluded.
I'll try my best. Hope that helps. Of course.
What is your business with me? That is convenient for you. But never mind. If there's trouble, the berths are paid for. You can send your friends as long as you promise not to make trouble for me. Just do it soon. I don't want any mess you've made to spill onto my decks. Nearly done, I hope. I sold a consignment of iron and cultural most do. What is your business with?
Need something?
You must be new. Lucky for you, we have a special rate for newcomers. A bag of coppers in exchange for your life. The pit we hear all the screams coming from? It seems we've made a mistake. Forgive and forget, no?
My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away? That much copper would only bring suspicion. Besides, maybe Suduza will accept it in exchange for passage. What say, then?
Our Watcher sure is something else, ain't he?
May Amira's winds ever blow sweet for you. We will pray always for you in this life and in each to come.
You've caught the eye of someone important. If you're interested in making good pay, and a good friend, head to the narrows at the western end of the gullet. Once you reach the alleys, go right and right again, as soon as you can. Then, follow the bend to the left. The bullies guarding the door have a weakness for chewing Svev. You can follow their trail. Tell them Dario sent for you. And remember your...
I say Beha did right leaving the gullet. She went and did what she needed.
I'll miss Bier and her ilk. Quiet without them. May they go find fortune.
What say you, boy? I see much and many things. I simply do not look. I have heard people speak of your kindness. What I also hear the Raparu's heartbeat, grown thready and pained. Now a watcher comes to the gullet, as Amira has shown me you would. The Raparu are being crushed from the top. We starve so slowly. It is an agony.
No one deserves to suffer. Not like this.
This is the Juana way. The fish of our net, the fruit of our fields, too, is reaped for the tribe. And all spoils are gifted to the whole of the tribe. The tribe then partakes from the top down. The Mataru risk their lives to protect the tribe. The tribe takes care of the Raparu more than we contribute to the tribe. The Dawn Stars would feed us. But the guard, there was a man who helped us. A soft-hearted pirate named Ulug. He worked with the Principe captain, but for days now, we've had nothing. Ulug was never late with his shipments. Always very conscientious. A good boy. The Queen refuses to increase our share of the prize share. Without Ulug's shipments, we will surely starve. I am asking you, what else can we do? Perhaps you can achieve what those of my caste cannot. Gain us favor with the crown. And always, we Raparu. If we cannot convince the Mataru, nor Peatly is a child of the Dawn Stars, and has become the Gullet's most cherished healer. Speak, and I will listen. You mean the black market? The lie, the guards do their best to stomp it out, but they are a single.
Them pox-riddled arbor hogs would be better served taking towels to the sea, for all the drying they'd give it.
I do not know how to get there, but someone... I've lived for many years in this gullet. My skin and bones have withered with each year, twisted harder, so that the Raparu now call... Though you can see, I am not very big or much. Both time and tragedy have rotted the... Once, we Raparu lived in a fine neck of the city. That time has fallen long before the foreigners swarmed us. A sea quake. Many cried to Andra, and were swallowed, for now the Mataru sent...
Aye. Done and done.
I hear you.
Oh, it's foot and heavy. Aye, Cap. What for, Cap? Done and done.
Indeed.
Of course. That Dawnstar may be able to help. What say?
Help how? Poison me? Akira, no thanks.
Traveler, have you any food? Surely you've a scrap to spare. Mercy, traveler. Never have I been so hungry. Always there is prize share. The little falls to our pile that is not rotten or sour from this week, and forgive me, I say too much. If you would, our elder listens to those in need, and he speaks. He's there, in the house to the right when you... Thank you, traveler. Thank you. I knew you were a good one. The black market. I have heard of it, but I have never... But perhaps the village elder will point you down the right path. If Hanoi cannot...
Happily.
Paintley? Good God, I nearly didn't recognize you. You look more death-warmed over than Dawnstar.
Didn't see you there, Shody. Listen, you and your friends should move along. I'm not feeling so good, and I'd hate to get you sick. Nothing a little ginger root and some bed rest won't cure. Please, let me be. Could use your skill at the Temple of Gone. Could use it here. There's some sick Raparu in the back. Not much I can do for them now besides keep them comfortable and hidden.
Is that wise? Keeping a room full of sick people in the most crowded district in the city?
It's better than leaving them to wander the district. I can give them a dignified death, if nothing else. We tried, but the one away is prize share. Meaning anything we'd give these people has to go through the... Best I can tell, our food went to the Queen's table. Assuming it didn't rot in the storehouse first. That's a question for Solomon. I'd ask her myself, but I got my hands full here. She's High Priestess at the Temple of Gone. Tell her Pitney sent you. Need something? Because they've got drowner's lung. Spreads like gossip and kills even faster. A gift from the Valians. Fills your lungs with fluid. Gets you coughing all the time, trying to clear them. One of my patients, eventually, it gets so bad, you just lie there, struggling for breath, until you choke on your own phlegm. I hear it's a long, hard end. I heard some Raparo had gotten sick, so I brought them here to care for them. City healers don't come. Realized what it was when I heard the rattle in their chests, the way they gasped for air. Only cure is an elixir made with pine seed oil. It costs a lot. But still, if news of this outbreak gets out, these poor souls will get tossed into the old city. No one with any money in Nekataka spends it on the Raparu. You can get nearly anything on Delver's Road. Only trouble is finding it. Unfortunately, the children of the Dawnstars don't have many connections in this part of town. But I bet you could find someone at the tavern who knows where Delver's Row is. Criminal types like to wet their throats after a long day of lying, cheating, and stealing. About the only honest one. The Raparu here are treated like garbage. Even made to eat. Not that I need to tell you. And Dario and his Principe scum took advantage of the neglect down here to set up the black market on Delver's Road. He runs most of the criminal mischief. Some say he's an old Valian traditionalist. Some say he's a thug with good taste. Either way, I steer clear of him. All the while, the gullet gets more crowded as tribes some are driven from their homes by pirates, raiders, even trading company thugs. Others hear stories of the foreign wealth pouring into the city. What they don't realize is most of it flows between the foreigners and the palace. As best we can. Most of us came from Raid Saris after the Vorless Plot and the Saints' War. We remember what it's like to scrape by. Some days, I think maybe this is why Aethel's other days, I'm too damn tired.
Yes? Quietly now. Hmm?
Beleza, galera, vamos ficando por aqui com esse episódio. Se gostou, deixa um like, compartilha aí. Valeu!